Welcome to Cloudcast, where you get an inside look at St. Cloud, Florida's local government. Whether you live, work, or play here, we're bringing you the information you need to better understand your city. Cloudcast is hosted by our communications team, including Miriam Batchelder, Andrew Sullivan, Deborah Carson, and Jay B. Miller. Thanks for listening in to Cloudcast.
Well, welcome back, St. Cloud. Thanks for joining us for another edition of Cloudcast. We are excited to welcome our Osceola County Property Appraiser, Katrina Scarborough. Katrina, welcome to the studio.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
And we also have in studio with us from her office, Rachel McEntee, who handles communications. Rachel, welcome.
Thank you.
So we're here to talk about trim notices, which are getting ready to go out here very soon. Katrina, talk to me a little bit about what these are and why they matter.
So the trim notice stands for truth of millage. And it's also the notice of proposed property taxes. It's an important document. However, most people want to throw it away because on the top of it, it says, this is not a bill, do not pay, and they throw it in the garbage. But it's very, very important. It gives you the value that we've placed on the property, any exemptions that have been applied to your property, your estimated taxes by each taxing authority, and then when the budget hearings are being held.
Okay. And when are these going to be mailed?
They will be mailed August 15th.
Okay.
And they'll be in the mail, I believe, that morning. So look for that afternoon or the following day.
Okay. So if you haven't already found your trim notice in your mailbox, be on the lookout for it. It's coming to you soon. And don't throw it away. Like, it might maybe look like a little bit of junk mail because it does say don't pay. So that's a good thing. But yeah, take care to pay attention to it. What kind of, we talked about it's an estimation of what their taxes are going to be. So what happens if I'm a homeowner and I look at it and I think, wow, that's a whole lot higher than what I thought it was going to be? Like, what can people do with that?
So I encourage them to contact the office. We should be able to explain to you how we arrived at the value. We don't set taxes. Tax rates are set by the taxing authorities. The taxes are based on the value, and we should be able to explain. So I would encourage anyone and everyone who has any kind of question to please contact the office so that we can answer the questions. Don't go on social media and get the answers from others. We are happy to speak to you. You will talk to a person. You can come into the office. You do not need an appointment. You can come and speak to someone. Just give us the opportunity to explain to you how we arrived at the value so that you are more educated about your trim.
And Katrina, I'm glad you said that because I know in government we deal with this a lot. People will go on social media and they'll ask questions on all kinds of community pages and they never come to the source. So again, if you have questions about your trim notice, what your millage looks like, and the different taxes that are listed on this trim notice, please go to the source. The Property Appraiser's Office is happy to walk you through that and explain anything that you have questions about. So, and then you can go online and share that information with other people.
Yes, that would be great.
Now, tell me, what are kind of the most important things that people should be looking out for on their trim notice?
I would say the biggest thing is people are going to see an increase in their taxes if they just bought the property a year ago. Because what happens is caps go away, homestead from the previous owner goes away, and their taxes are going to increase. So that's why I encourage them to look at the trim, because it will give them an idea of what their bill will be in November. Now, it does not include all the CDDs. It does not include all of the special assessments that may apply. However, it will give them a more realistic idea of what their taxes are. At the end of the day, it's important because it's going to prepare you as a property owner for what your tax bill is going to be in November.
And I understand you've got some meetings scheduled with the community to talk about the trim notices. Talk to me a little bit about those meetings. When and where are they going to be?
So for the first time ever, we're going to have what we call Trim Talk. We're going to hold one in the morning and one at night. And then if we get a big demand, we may expand it. But this is the first time that we've done it to try to help to educate the community. We ask that you sign up. There's a link, I think, on the website that you can sign up to come to the event. But it's just there for me to explain to you about your trim notice so that you can understand it. And if you have questions about your specific property, I will have staff there to answer questions.
Okay, and give us that date again.
August 26th.
August 26th, and we're doing one at 10 a.m. and one at
6
p.m. They're at your office?
Yes.
Okay, can you give us that address?
2505 East Erlo Bronson Memorial Highway.
All right, so we're right at the corner of
Parton Settlement and 192.
Parton and 192.
We're in the same building where the DMV and the Supervisor of Elections is at.
Okay, all right. So easy to find. Staff will be available there. We're going to explain out the trim notices and answer questions.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
All right.
Correct.
What else do we need to cover?
Oh, I got questions.
Andrew has
Good.
questions. All right.
So, what is the mechanism if people look at the property values that have been assessed and they want to try to appeal? How do they go through that?
So they can file a petition, and they have 25 days from the day that the trim notice is mailed. Off the top of my head, I do not remember the filing deadline. It'll be in September
9th.
9th. Thank you. So if you do not agree after you've spoken to my staff, you can file a petition. You will go in front of a third-party board called a Value Adjustment Board, and my staff will plead their case as to why we think our value is correct. You as property owner will plead your case as to why you think the property or the value you think is correct, and then that third party will make a decision. I will tell you that we try very hard not to take the average property owner as in a residential property. 99.9% of those properties are large million-dollar apartments, shopping centers, hotels. So they're looking to save money on millions of dollars in value. The average homeowner usually understands once we explain, but there is a mechanism.
That makes sense. And for city residents, of course, you're a constitutional officer. You send out notices countywide. Our new residents, our newly annexed residents, are they going to see anything that's different on their trim versus what they saw as county residents?
I haven't looked to study. I'm not sure if the taxes will be a great amount. It may end up washing out because county taxes plus special assessments may possibly equate to city taxes. That's kind of a general answer. Everybody's different. Every area is different. So I don't believe it's going to be significant, but I'd have to look at an individual one.
But again, it's definitely one of those things that you really want to review the document when you receive it.
Yes. I cannot stress that enough. Please look at the trim. That's the time to question. That's the time to ask questions. If you disagree with what the taxes are going to be, it's the time for you to reach out to your taxing authority. If you think you should have received an exemption that you applied for and it's not showing on there, to reach out to my office.
That's not a surprise that you want to wait until November to find out, right?
Exactly.
So what do these look like? Is it a white piece of paper or is it blue? Like what physically are we looking for in our mailboxes?
So it will have my name, Katrina Scarborough, and the return address. And I believe we started the past couple years where very important information about your taxes or something along that lines on the outside of the envelope. And then when you open it up, it's going to be white. However, columns are going to be different colors.
Okay.
Because they signify different things. And then there's an insert in there that will help explain which each one of those columns are. That insert's been going out for years.
Absolutely. Okay. So bottom line, when you get an envelope from Katrina Scarborough, Property Appraiser, do not throw it away. You can do a little happy dance that it's not a bill, but that doesn't mean you can ignore it.
Exactly.
All right. Okay, so trim notices will be in your mailbox soon. Pay attention to them. Let your office know if you have questions or there's something on there that just doesn't quite look right or make sense to you. And if you have questions and just want to learn more in person, it's going to be August 26th at the Property Appraiser's office, 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. You've got information and question and answer sessions. Correct? Awesome.
Correct.
Is there anything else we need to talk about with trim notices?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, ladies, thank you. Jay, you look like you've got a burning question.
Is there like a National Property Appraisers Week or something like that? I'm all about celebrating everything that happens in government, so I'm just wondering.
I don't believe so. If there is, I'm not aware of it. I'm going to have to research that.
There needs to be.
Thank you.
You got to start one, Katrina.
That's right.
There you go.
Hey, there
I'll
you
look
go.
into that.
Heard it here first.
And Jay always wants good food to be part of every
Yes.
celebration.
Snacks.
so.
That's really my
Snacks.
That's my main point right there. is the
Jay's
snack.
normally got the snack part of the conversation on Cloud.
Oh, I think that's a great idea. I can tell you my staff would like that too.
Okay, see, there you go.
Rachel, 2 thumbs up over here. All right. Okay. Well, ladies, thank you so much for stopping by and being on Cloudcast with us today. If people have questions, what's the phone number they can call you with additional questions about their trim notice?
407-742-5000. I also have online chat where they will talk to a live person. It's not a bot.
Okay.
Or they can email.
Awesome. All right. Well, ladies, again, thank you so much for being here. St. Cloud, we will see you next time on Cloudcast.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it for this edition of Cloudcast. Don't forget to like, follow, rate, and review, and we'll see you next time on Cloudcast.